So a long time before Jesus was walking around on the earth, Israel had been split into two kingdoms. One in the south named Judah, and one in the north named Israel. Now King Ahab was the king of Israel, and he was a terrible king, like really bad. Maybe he was just angry because his dad, King Omri, had given him a silly name that made him sound like a wrestler, but that's not really an excuse, is it? King Omri also had a terrible name, and he wasn't so bad. Oh no, wait, he was also a really terrible king, as was his brother Zimri. I'll Zimni you in the face if you worship God. And his brother Elah. And his dad Baasha. I'll batter you over the head if you worship God. And his brother Nadab. I float like a butterfly and pinch like a crab, so you better listen to me, King Nadab. And his dad Jeroboam. I'm King Jeroboam, and I'll worship false idols faster than you can look me up on Google Chrome. And well, you kind of get the point. They were all really evil. But Ahab did more evil in the eyes of God than all of them put together. He ruled so badly, and he set up altars to false gods just to annoy God. And he married a lady called Jezebel, who was a really bad influence on him, as if he wasn't evil enough. And she convinced him to start serving and worshipping a false storm god called Baal, and she encouraged him to do more to annoy God than any of the kings of Israel before him. They were a pretty evil combo. Now there was this chap named Elijah who came from a place called Tishba. Bless you! Pardon? I thought you sneezed. Oh no, sorry, I was just saying the name of the place that you're from. Oh right, Tishba. Bless you. No, I wasn't sneezing either. I was just saying the name of the place I'm from, which is Tishba. Bless you. So anyways, Elijah was a prophet, a man who really loved God and really listened out for what God was saying and really wanted to stand up for God's name. So he went up to evil King Ahab and he said, Oi, Ahab, you worship this god called Baal and he's supposed to be a storm god, right? Who is this who shows the king such insolence? My name is Elijah, and I am from Tishba. Bless you! What? Oh, you thought I sneezed? Oh, that happens a lot, actually. It's quite funny. Anyways, I digress. Ahab, you worship Baal, don't you? Yes, I do. And he's supposed to be a storm god, right? A god who makes it rain? Mm-hmm. Well, as sure as my God, the God of Israel, lives, who I serve, the next few years are going to see a total drought, not a drop of rain or even dew unless I say otherwise. And Elijah was right. In the next few years, God made sure that it didn't rain and that not even dew fell on the ground. So Elijah could show Ahab that God was the one true God and that Baal wasn't real, because he'd be a pretty rubbish storm god if he couldn't even make it rain. Ahab had been made to look very silly by Elijah, which on top of his silly name made him look very silly indeed. And Ahab was very angry. God then told Elijah, get out of here, away from Ahab and fast. Head east and hide out at the Kidz ravine on the other side of the Jordan River. I'll provide for you with fresh water from the brook there that you can drink, and I've ordered the ravens to feed you. So Elijah obeyed God's orders. He went and camped out in the Kidz ravine on the other side of the river, and sure enough, ravens brought him his meals. They brought him bread and meat for breakfast. Bread and meat, my favourite! And they brought him more bread and meat at dinner time. Yes, more bread and meat, my favourite! And the brook that he was camped out by had some deliciously refreshing water for him to drink from, and Elijah knew that God had provided for him.